For 3 centuries it had been a bleak place of banishment. Nelson Mandela spent 18 of his 27 years of imprisonment on Robben Island. Some years after his release, the world's most famous political prisoner returned together with Ahmed Kathrada, one of the ANC colleagues jailed with him. As Mr. Mandela visited his old cell, the memories of incarceration were stirred.
One of the things that is difficult for me to comprehend is that we spent such a long time here.
Mandela and his fellow prisoners worked here in the stone quarry every day, back-breaking work. They crushed rocks. The authorities hoped to crush their spirit. They were determined not to let that happen. Walter Sisulu, Nelson Mandela's oldest comrade and mentor, who died 8 years ago, recalled their time there.
It was Nelson who said, "Let's be slower than ever." It was clear, therefore, that the step we're taking would make it impossible ever to reach the quarry where we were going to. They were compelled to negotiate with Nelson.
The work in the quarry became something of a power struggle. One warder even threatened to assault Mr. Mandela.
I say, you dare touch me, I'll take you to the highest court in the land. And by the time I finish with you, you will be as poor as a church mouse. He then stopped.
Our general approach was that we are not going to do anything that impinges on our dignity.
But it went much beyond the quarry and standing up to the warders. He soon slipped into the leadership role among the prisoners.
You could definitely tell that Nelson Mandela was the leader of the group. When he spoke to his colleagues, they'd stand still or work or whatever. In other words, he'd lead by example.
For all the degrading and harsh aspects of life on Robben Island, it became something of an ANC university too. And it was where Nelson Mandela started work on the manuscript of his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom. To avoid the risk of discovery, it was hidden in the prison garden. During the 1970s, events on the mainland were to have a significant impact on Robben Island. The Soweto uprising happened because of the frustration of a younger generation of black South Africans. It put some of their leaders behind bars with Nelson Mandela.
We were, I think, more aggressive and less polished when it came to tactical approaches. When we got to Robben Island, for instance, there was a certain order of things that was there and so on. We disrupted a lot of things when we got there.
Nelson Mandela's authority was to be crucial when his ANC colleagues learned he was talking to the government. To allay their suspicions, he told them something good may come out of it. Apartheid's rulers never tamed the man who had streets and squares around the world named after him while he was still on this forbidding island. Instead, events were to take him from prison to the presidency, and he seemed to see his life here as all part of the preparation for power. Mike Aldridge, BBC News.